Hey Feasters, and welcome to episode 138, and we've got an awesome show for you today. Want an inside look into how I handle objections during a sales call? Well, let's get into it. Welcome to the Ask Rezzz podcast. I'm Jason, and I'm here to help you get past those bumps in the road, those struggles, those things that hold you back from building an amazing and profitable freelance business each and every single day. And today's question definitely is a loaded question because it's a very general question, and it's how to overcome objections people have about me. Well, I get asked a lot of questions about my sales script and how that looks like and how I handle objections during the conversation of a sales call. And as you learned in episode 102, I don't have a sales script. Since I dive deep into my sales process in that episode, I won't bore you with all the details here. You could go ahead and listen to that episode by going to rezzz.com/A102. I mentioned in that episode, though, because my process preps the prospect into having a productive sales conversation that speaks directly about their project, much of my sales script is custom. So there is no script. For me, I'm more comfortable talking with the prospect about the specifics of the project rather than following a specific sales script. My sales script is essentially given out as an application prior to the call. Now, that's not to say that I don't come to the conversation without any prep, and that's not to say that I don't get pushback or objections to things during the calls. So that's what I want to talk about today. Now, again, like I said, it's hard for me to answer this question specifically since I don't have any specific objection here posed to me during this question. But what I'm going to share with you are 3 objections that are most common in any sales conversation and how I would handle them. The first is the client saying something to the effect that I'm not sure that this is going to work. Well, this is something that you may get a lot, especially when you're first starting out, mainly because you haven't put enough in front of the sales call to educate the prospect on the results of your services. The answer to this question is to follow up with some sort of proof of the results. This is usually explaining or sharing with them the results that you've had with your own business. This could be a particular technology, a process, or even new tactics and strategies. I often run experiments or learn new strategies and techniques using my business as sort of a test kitchen first, before I ever offer it as a solution to a client. This way I can confidently offer it up when that opportunity arises. Secondly, the second objection is something that in and of itself says like, well, I guess this works for you, and I'll let you fill in the blank. This is where you will want to share results of your past clients, right? Not yourself. They want third-party validation that this thing works. So preferably, if you could come to the conversation with a list of clients that are similar in nature of that prospect. This way that they can feel that you understand their business. This kind of social proof builds that track record of success for you to be able to counter this sort of objection from a prospect. And finally, the third objection is, well, this is all great, but it's not going to work for me. This is where you want to outline the process or the path from this point in time to what their life will look like after having worked with you. Make it simple and clear to them of what that transformation will look like. That doesn't mean that this thing that you're providing to them isn't complex or time-consuming. It just means that by following the process that you have, they'll be able to achieve the results that they are looking for. If you take a little bit of time, say 10 minutes before your next call with a prospect, and answer these objections before the call, when they appear in some way, shape, or form on the call, you'll be able to answer them swiftly without stumbling or wondering what to say. You'll not just be somebody who knows their stuff, but you'll be able to present it that way too, making a great impression on your prospect. If you have a question, ask Rezzz, that's me, by leaving me a tweet or shoot me an email, jason@rezzz.com, and I'd love to be able to answer it for you. Until next time, it's your time to live in the feast.